University is supposed to be a time of growth, self-discovery, and equal opportunity. But for first-generation university students, their path to success is often filled with obstacles that many of their peers never have to face.
Are you the first person in your family to go to university?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Yes, because my older brother went to college instead.
Yes, I am.
From financial struggles to a lack of familial understanding and support, first-generation university students face unique challenges as they strive to create a brighter future for themselves and their family.
What are some challenges you face as a first-generation student?
I think the biggest challenge is just sort of getting accustomed to this new life. You don't have a lot of supports for really knowing how to navigate university if you don't have anybody to tell you like what sort of pathways you can take. And because of that, it kind of decreases your confidence and it kind of leaves you like fending for yourself and trying out different mistakes before you actually figure out the right choice.
I think just trying to get into the field. I know it's hard for me to find lab positions and stuff. I just keep on applying, hope for the best, keep trying, try to network even though I don't know that many people. But try to get to know people in my program and classes and stuff.
More like getting accustomed to going to university because I'm the only one and I'm setting an example for my brother.
My parents not being able to help me out with the resources and the OSAP funding. I had to figure that out and I was really confused.
It's more the financial issues because I wanted to take on the financial burden off my parents. So that means I work more often, so that kind of makes it harder to study.
First-generation uni students often face a variety of challenges when it comes to pursuing higher education, such as lack of familiarity, financial struggles, which we'll look at in depth later on, academic preparedness, lack of emotional and academic support from their families, and cultural adjustments. Many first-generation university students lack familiarity with the college application process, financial aid options, and academic expectations, which can put them at a disadvantage compared to their peers. A study done by the Pell Institute found that only 11% of low-income first-generation students obtain a bachelor's degree within 6 years, compared to 55% of their more advantaged peers. According to another study done by the Higher Education Research Institute at UCLA, first-generation students are less likely to report having parents who attend college and are less likely to have parents who expect them to earn a bachelor's degree. They may also face major cultural adjustments. They may feel like they don't belong or that they are out of place, which can impact their academic performance and overall well-being. Let's take a deeper look.
Are you working on top of studying?
Yes, I just work on the weekends because studying and work is a lot.
Yes, I am.
What part-time?
I'm working part-time, but it's mainly in this school, which has given me a lot of time because it's casual positions.
I work 2 part-time, so I'm working 6 days a week.
Do you live on residence?
No, I live on campus with my parents.
No, I commute.
I do not live on residence.
Again, back to financial issues because I could commute to here, so that kind of affected my decision since I don't have to go all the way to Waterloo or anything because then family relations as well, so they can rely on me if they need help translating stuff.
First-generation students often come from low-income families, which can make it difficult for them to afford tuition, books, and other educational expenses. According to the National Center for Education Statistics, in the 2015 to 2016 academic year, 40% of first-generation students were in the lowest income quartile, compared to only 9% of continuing generation students. The Center for First-Generation Student Success found that nearly 2/3 of first-generation students work while in school, while the majority enrolling only part-time to balance the demands of both work and school. This can cause significant stress for first-generation students, who frequently need to take on additional jobs to keep up with both the cost of living and their education.
Do you feel external pressure to succeed in life?
Yes, I do, especially from peers in my class who already have lab positions and I feel like I'm nowhere. So
Yes, a bit because since I have to be a role model for my younger brother and trying to achieve the goals that my family came over here to give me a better future.
Yeah, because I'm the first one in my family to go to university, so I want to set a good example for my brother.
Yeah, I guess sometimes it feels as a younger child, it's oh, let me get a break it moment to see if they succeeded coming here, if their efforts were kind of worth it.
sometimes I think that used to be a huge problem in my first years. I think now I've kind of overcame that, knowing that it's like I don't have to always be exceptional in order to be fine. I think sometimes I have to be proud of what I've done, even if it's not the best thing.
Besides financial pressure, which may add to their stress, first-generation students might also feel overwhelmed by academic pressure, social and cultural pressure, navigational challenges, pressure to succeed, and may face mental health issues. First-generation students might experience a sense of not belonging or feel out of place in the university setting, especially if they come from unrepresented backgrounds. Lacking the family knowledge and support of how to navigate the university systems, these students might find it harder to access resources and support services. First-generation students might also feel additional pressure to succeed, not just for themselves, but to validate the sacrifices their families have made. All of this can contribute to higher levels of stress, anxiety, and other mental health issues among first-generation students. Even while facing systematic disadvantages, first-generation university students persevere, and it's important to recognize and celebrate their achievements as they're breaking the mold and creating a path for themselves and their families. As a society, we must do more to support first-generation university students and ensure that they have the resources and support that they need to succeed, as they are at a systematic disadvantage. By working together, we can break down the barriers that hold these students back and help them achieve their dreams, because when they succeed, we all succeed.